goodness. What's up, YouTube? It has been like, what, 8 years since I have been on this app, any type of, I guess, YouTube, because that's the only social media thing I have been on. And you're probably like, you're probably not worried, wondering where I have been, because I didn't have a lot of followers, but when I was doing it, I feel like that I had, a couple of people watch me here and there or so. But I guess that I'm talking to those people. But yeah, as you guys know, I have moved to California 8 years ago, and from Virginia, we drove here. Where was I? I had to pause my video. You probably won't see that, but anyway, so as you guys know, 8 years ago, I moved here from Virginia, and well, almost 9 years ago, guys, I moved from Virginia to California. And when I was in Virginia, I was going to school for my teaching degree, and then I moved here to finish off my degree in teaching for my master's. And I got a position as a sixth grade teacher, and then I went down to a first grade teacher, and then a third grade teacher, and then now I will be going back to first, which is exciting. I'm excited about that. But anyway, before I get into the now, I want to just tell you guys like a little life update of what's been going on. So let's go ahead and get or that part of the video. So when we moved here, we had 2 dogs, and things were kind of like, we would go explore, and we would go to different beaches, try different foods and things like that. It was so exciting when we first moved here. It's still exciting. I'm not saying that it's not exciting anymore. It's still exciting, but it was just a whole new world for us, because I feel like that when we moved to California, I feel like that the only other states we have been to were Florida, West Virginia, and things like that. Well, probably about 2 or 3 states. We have never been outside of Virginia really to explore or have fun. So moving to California, it was like, wow, this is a whole new world. We were traveling everywhere. We went to I love San Diego, San Francisco, Sacramento, all of that. We did a lot of that. We would always go to Santa Monica, the pier, and things like that. Well, fast forward probably about 2 years after we moved here, probably about a year after I moved here, we had to get rid of our dogs. I know. So when I started working, we just got really busy, and our dogs were kind of like, oh my goodness, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And it's like, we felt so bad about leaving them at home by themselves, for so long. So we found some loving owners for them to take care of them, and still miss them to this day. I wonder how they're doing, but we found some owners, and they took them, and after that we were dog free for a while, which wasn't really like our choice. I feel like that it was something that we felt we had to do to give them a better life, and that's what I'm happy about. I feel like that for them to be able to go run around and have the big backyard and things like that, things that I wanted at the time for them, was the best for them. So they got that, and just happy for them. And then after we got rid of our dogs, we went to go back home. We traveled back to Virginia to go. I graduated with my master's, and then we came back here. And then after I graduated, probably about a year or so later, I became pregnant, and I had my first kid. And then 2 years later, I had my second kid. And I would love to talk about my experiences on that, because a lot of things that happened in that moment of time that I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have known more, about the birthing process and things like that, which I didn't know. I feel like too, I wish I would have had family around me. My best friend came out when I was pregnant with my first, and she had to leave the same day that I went into labor, but I was very grateful for her to be there with me during that time. But yeah, it's funny because we had 2 boy dogs, and then now we have 2 little boys, so it's exciting. But all in all, life has been great. moving to California was a big scare. It wasn't. I don't think it was scary. I think the biggest part was me moving away from my family and then moving to a whole new state, a big state at that, bigger than Virginia, a big state, and basically starting all over again, starting over with friends. And we did meet some family out here that was very welcoming. Like, they really welcomed us every step of the way. And you know, and I have met so many friends and things like that. Not saying that I don't miss my old friends. They're still my friends. They're not my old friends. They're still my friends, and I still talk to them to this day, and I miss them dearly. And I can't wait to go visit them, or they come visit me. But I think that's the biggest thing moving to California, is missing your family, especially where I'm from is all the way across the country, versus it's not just 3 states away. Like, it's literally across the country. So with that is kind of hard sometimes. Sometimes I go through ups and downs. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. And then I'm like, oh, I miss my family. Actually every day I'm like, oh, I miss my family. But then, we can FaceTime and things like that. But of course it doesn't replace the physical in-person experience. So I can't wait to be able to do that. But we have went back to Virginia, and my family has came out here. So I feel like that helped a lot. But yeah, but I cannot wait to start doing YouTube videos again. I was like, hey, I miss doing YouTube. I miss just being online. I feel like that I stopped because life got busy with me working and then me having kids and things like that. But I want to get back into it, and I hope that you're ready to go along with this new journey with me. I do want to rebrand my channel, where before I was going to do challenges and things like that. I think that I want to change it to doing, like, talking about my experiences, and also bringing you guys along with new journeys that I do, or new adventures that I do. I don't think I'm gonna make this into a family channel. I think it's just gonna be me. But I'm okay with that. But yeah, but anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it kind of updated you on everything. I think I went through, like, as you guys know, I just go through loops and loops and loops and kind of like go from one topic to another. But I hope that it really inspired you to keep checking me out. But anywho, make sure you like and subscribe, and even maybe share the video, and also comment about how you feel about this video. What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear about different experiences? Do you want to talk about different things? Let me know, and then I will be happy to share those experiences with you. Okay guys, you guys have a blessed day. Talk to you guys later. Bye.